Okay, today I'm going to show you guys if you have an unofficial hard drive, like say you got duped online, you bought a hard drive for a good deal, or what you thought was a good deal, and it says Microsoft on it, such as this. If you can see that. But in fact, you realize you've lost the ability to play your original Xbox games. You know, the games for the very first Xbox. So, not to be confused with the Xbox One. So, the problem you're having is apparently you've been duped and you ended up with a clone hard drive. It's not an official product of Microsoft, despite the fact that it states as such. If you suddenly, after connecting the hard drive, you all of a sudden can't play your original Xbox games, yeah. The problem is that Microsoft will not allow you to install a certain partition number 2, onto any unofficial hard drive. Partition 2 is what contains the original Xbox emulation software that's required for original Xbox games to work properly. Now, I'm very unhappy about this, that Microsoft has chosen to punish consumers who've already been duped instead of going after the actual counterfeiters, which they should be doing. But anyways, so I'm going to show you guys. I found a solution online. I haven't actually tried it myself yet, so here we go. You'll need for this, of course, your hard drive. You'll need a way to connect that hard drive to your computer through USB. One of the official hard drive transfer cables will work fine, which you can't really see. This is actually a Microsoft product. It's used for transferring content from one official hard drive to another. This will work with the clone drives for what we're doing. Basically, I found this guide here, as I posted on Facebook. I'll put a link in the description too. Found this thread. Basically, it tells you how to restore this. Alright. So basically, from here, this is the link I'm going to provide. You want to download the Xbox 360 hard drive partition 2. This is the missing partition that contains the emulation software. And then you also want the Explorer 360 Extreme 2. You definitely need to download that in order to view the contents of your hard drive, because it's in a special Microsoft only file system, because they don't particularly want you browsing through those files at all. So anyways, so I take this hard drive, I'm going to connect it through USB. Just going to put this, hopefully see what I'm doing. Take the hard drive, and the hard drive slot is only going to fit on one end. No worries there, you can't screw that up. I'm just going to connect this. I'm assuming plug and play drivers will come up, but it's probably not going to install properly. Don't worry about it. Plugging it in. Alright. See, it's installing device drivers. I have a feeling it's going to fail because Microsoft doesn't want you really hooking this up. Oh, surprisingly, ready to use. Okay. So, I got Explorer down here, so you want to open that with WinRAR. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Extract. I find it useful to extract it to its own folder. That's usually what I do with anything. This is the Explorer Extreme 2. That's the software we're going to use. I'm just going to put a shortcut to that on the desktop. Yes, I have lots of stuff here, but anyways. Just going to drag that over. Now I have a shortcut. Alright, and then we need to extract partition 2, because that's also in a WinRAR file. I make random sound effects. That's extracting. This file's kind of large. Depending on your connection, it might take 10 minutes to download. It shouldn't take too long because most people have broadband. If you're on dial-up, good luck to you. So make sure it's here. This partition 2. That's the emulation software is contained down there. So now, just going to open this up on the desktop, and hopefully things go smoothly. Here you just want to hit run. Actually, I believe you have to run this as an administrator if you're on Vista or Windows 7. So I'm on Windows 7, so I'm going to run as administrator. Because from what I was reading in that thread, you'll have issues otherwise. So then we're going to go up to Drive, Open, Hard Drive or Memory Card, and it should... I'm seeing partition 2 there, which is kind of strange. Let's go back to this tutorial. Huh. Strange. Not sure why that's on there. Restore partition 2. Perhaps Microsoft puts it on the clone drives, but it's just basically garbage data. So I want to hit restore partition 2. Now I have to go back and find that folder where I extracted it to. I have a lot of random stuff. Partition2.bin. This should definitely be in bin format. If you get it in some other format, it's probably not going to work. And then just open that. It's restoring to my hard drive. And theoretically, Xbox will original Xbox game should work correctly after doing this. Uh-oh. Well, it said that it completed, but now it's giving me, it's crashing automatically, so I'm not sure if it actually worked or not. This is one of the problems I was reading about in this thread over here. And you're supposed to yeah, it says I don't know. I'm just gonna close that. Let's just see if it works. So unplug. Actually, I should probably use safely remove. So I right click on the USB, eject USB to ATA Tappy Bridge. Safe to remove. Now we can unplug it. Yeah, this isn't like a real USB hard drive. It's actually a notebook hard drive inside here, not meant to be hot swapped at all. That's can be very bad if you do that, so you shouldn't do that. Now I'm going to reconnect the hard drive, put it back exactly where it was. There's the goes on top here, and hope for the best. I should have grabbed a Xbox One game, original Xbox game to have it handy, but I'll have to go in the other room to grab that in a moment. Don't need to see this part. I'm just walking to get a game. Let's have a game around here. Okay. I just hope this is a normally backwards compatible game that works on the 360. Splinter Cell. I haven't done any research. I don't know if this game actually works on the 360. I know Halo should, but I'm not too sure where my copy of Halo is right now. So I'm going to try Splinter Cell. I'm just going to put this on its side. My drive tends to run better that way. Okay. Oh, just a moment. I'll take this disc out. Original Xbox game. I can't see. Splinter Cell. And here we go, I hope. Oops. In theory, this should work, but okay. It says play Splinter Cell, which, it would display the name of the game for me, but every time I went to start an original Xbox game, it would give me an error saying I need to download the game again, which doesn't make any sense. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Update required. This is definitely good. I was never able to get this far. It would just immediately kick me out, and yeah, so I'm going to download that update. That's probably an update for the emulation software, as my as this partition 2 that I actually downloaded that thread is from 2010 originally, so it's probably out of date. So if you get that update required thing, don't worry about it. Nothing to worry about. Oh my gosh, this is the first time I've been able to play an original Xbox game on my 360, like this particular 360. I even lost it on my old 360 before I kind of killed it, because that's when I originally got that 250 gig hard drive. Oh, everything works. The person that made this, that figured this out, is my hero. And if I get banned for this, I really don't care at this point, because Microsoft should not be punishing consumers who have already been duped. They should be going after the actual counterfeiters. But as you can see, I got it working. Hacks for the win.